Today we're investigating a city that has almost completely vanished from the earth. Let's dive in.
This is the story of Hormuz. It was once a jewel of the Persian Gulf. Now, it's a ghost. Back in the Middle Ages, Hormuz was a legendary global hub of commerce, a center for immense wealth. But little of that city is left today, so we've got to become historical detectives. First clue, maps. All right, so let's dive in. See, old maps weren't just simple guides like we use today. Nope. There were arguments about power, designed to show exactly who was in control and what mattered to them. And this brings us to a key idea: cartographic silence. What the map doesn't show is the real story. Take the maps of Hormuz. They focus almost entirely on one thing: the huge Portuguese fort. But what about the people who lived there? For that, our second clue comes from their stories. And these stories, they paint a brutal picture. Think incredible heat and almost no fresh water or plants. Water had to be shipped in, making it an incredibly precious resource just for daily survival. The heat was so unbearable that people resorted to some pretty extreme measures just to get some sleep. So how did people possibly live in these conditions? Well, the maps are silent, but one image changes everything. This right here, this is our aha moment. It's an incredibly rare 16th century painting. It shows an amazing social practice that's invisible on any map, people literally living in water to escape the heat. Travelers also talked about other clever designs, like wind catchers on roofs that funneled cool air inside. So you see the difference, right? Each source only tells you part of the story. You really need both. This all happened during a century of Portuguese control, which was totally focused on dominating the rich trade routes. So by layering all these clues, the maps, the stories, and images, we can finally start to map the invisible. Suddenly, we see not just a city's layout, but the real texture of daily life in a lost world. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What about the maps on your phone? What invisible stories do they choose to hide?